Hey, Alice. Yeah, I'll tell you what. He was doing some storming around here. I know it was dark and everything, but some of them spots where the water was coming up over the truck, I figure everybody would have to see that.
Senseless.
Huh? Oh, you playing that game?
Yeah.
So, are you watching? Come on down here and join the crowd with us. At least hit the like button. Hey, Carol. No. Carol says hey.
Hey.
Pretty soon be her birthday. Who are you talking about? You watched me what? Whose birthday? And watched me what? Me when it was raining. Yeah, it was pretty rough. Somebody said something about somebody's birthday coming up. Who said that? I think I'll have to time step at 4 and some change. I think I heard Mama Joy. Somebody's saying Mama Joy. Mother's birthday is in July, so that's a while away. So who you talking about? You remember the day she died? Hello. Hey, Pamela. Pamela says hey.
Hey.
Billy Ray. Love you too. Hey, Mimi. That was my brother, Billy. How you feeling today, Mimi? Hey. Y'all whispered me, and I might whisper back. Good deal. Welcome to JD. Somebody said. What I love. No, Mimi Jean. Um, I had her pull up her account number and everything, on her Cash App, and she used my phone to take a picture of it. Then I sent it to her, and I told her, I said, go ahead when we get here, get your Cash App card out, and hand it to him, and say, go ahead and put my info in. Uh, Here's my route number, and here's my account number. So I guess he got a little frustrated with it. I don't know. He said, well, I guess I got to try to get in touch with that woman again.
He did get frustrated with it.
Well,
He even rolled his eyes at me.
That's his job. But husband, new truck today, awesome. Uh, so it's in her name. It got sent to the billing company. Um, I told her just keep an eye out on it. Make sure you got your notifications turned up or whatever. And if they mess around and wait till Wednesday, that's normally when they get paid. They'll owe her 3 weeks worth of work. I mean, worth of pay. Not counting probably tomorrow. Her and my sister is going to try to figure out the uh, uh, taxes, um, and she'll have a card on file or whatever for that. And with it being in her name, they can't refuse it. So we'll see how it goes. Round 115, 4x4. Good deal. Yeah, he need to do his job. He better. I'll tell you right now, she is not going to be working for nothing. Period. If it goes past Wednesday, she'll never step foot back in that place again. So they best do their job.
Mm-hmm.
He might want to bitch a little bit, you know. Need to pull up his big boy huggies and do his daggum job. And with that being in her name, that count, that route number, straight to her, nobody else on there. It should go directly straight on there. And they do it from Thursday to Wednesday or Wednesday to Thursday, however it is. They get paid like a couple days early because it's, through Cash App. But I've done spoke to him. Um, Christina's talked to him a few times, and we had to just really get at him. And he finally got in touch with that woman that works there at the bill place, and they tried to send it through. That's when both checks tried to come through, and it wouldn't let it go. But I believe that was just because my name's on that card, and hers has her name on it. So, good night, love. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, they gotta give it to her.
They better give it to me.
You may do it in the morning. She don't have to work in the morning. Thank goodness.
Do what in the morning?
Coffee with JD.
Oh.
I usually get up pretty early anyway. I'm used to
He
it.
does. And then he likes to say, babe, babe, babe.
That's just when you
Time to
got
get
that
up.
alarm going off sounding like some rooster. Crap.
It is a rooster. I guess it irritates him. That's why he starts saying, babe, babe. Someone just to wake me up.
I think what had happened was when we filed her taxes, we had that girl to just have it to go into the onto the Cash App, and the Cash App's not in her name, and it didn't have her name on the Cash App card. So I think when we tried to use it or used it up there at that Love's whatever, then they flagged it. That's what I think happened. And well, anyway, Wednesday will be 3 weeks worth of pay they have to give her, and then on top of that, uh, she's got 400 coming from the IRS, and her and my sister is gonna call them tomorrow and give them the new info and all that stuff. Uh, they can they could return the sender if it's trying to come to mine because it's not got her name on it with me. But that's just the Cash App we started with, and she's used for all this time.
This entire year.
Yeah, so I mean, at the time we didn't have no other card, so I don't know what Hasabine, I don't know what the heck their problem was, but anyway, I bet it got flagged like that. Uh, but no, they can't refuse it, and it being on a card with her name on it and with her routing and account number. They'll have to send it through, and that's why I say if she don't have it by Wednesday, usually between 3 and 4 o'clock of evening. If she don't have it then, she'll never work another day in there. Well, I've heard that too, um, but it's yet to be here, and was supposed to have been here uh, on the 20th, um, and it tried to come through. Uh, uh, Christina's not been paid in 3 weeks,
Mm-mm.
and plus hadn't got her uh, taxes back.
Honestly, today though, I was so tired, and I was really half tempted of sitting my butt
Well, I wouldn't blame if you did.
down.
But the cash out card, just had you know JD's paranormal, and so it didn't have her name on it. Well, when it got sent to it, it got sent back. So they flagged it, I guess. And then um, we ordered a new card and I was going to try that. That wasn't done any good either because it wouldn't have had her name on it. It would have just had a different routing and account number. So we had forgot that she had one. And so we had her to take it into her boss today and have him to turn it in. And you would think within 24 hours, I mean, it don't take but 5, 6 seconds to put somebody's info in the computer. And I know sometimes it takes 24 hours or something like that to go in. Uh, so I told her to just keep a real close eye on it. Um, I mean, they could send it through, you know. Um, but we're trying to skim by for at least 12 to 14 days um, on some stuff. Well, the only other things left could cause us to lose our home, my truck, internet, everything. And I have been stressed the hell out. I only draw so much, and it's not enough for everything. Yeah, he's slow as hell. They don't give a damn over there. It's aggravating. Um, Lynn and her daughter set up a GoFundMe for me, and she texted me earlier and said that she was going to uh, help me out some tomorrow. Um, if it hadn't been for uh, uh, her and uh, my mind keeps going as always, Melinda, uh, we wouldn't have had a penny to our name. But with them two together, it made up 60. So we could put gas in the truck, and she got to get her something to eat and everything for dinner. And I got me one of them, or two of them little cheeseburger things.
And I made it.
Yeah, she made it. So we're hanging in the balance, trying to see if that comes in before it's too late. Um, they on some things, they say they give you a 10-day or 15-day grace period or whatnot. That's a dadgum lie on some of them. Um, that's like my internet. They tell me 15-day grace period. They have gave me till the 12th before, uh, but then they send me a email telling me that that day was cutoff date. So we've just been in a real fix here lately. Work all this time and then have to lose everything. And I know you didn't hear it. I mean, because you wouldn't hear it. But I've told everybody just look over me because my mind's ever which where. Um, I'm just not 100% focused. Uh, that's why I had to take a little bit yesterday and just mellow the hell out, or I could do Mimi's session. Risa says, tell Christina to say this: my money is coming to me in increasing qualities through multiple sources.
Hmm?
That's what she said to me, tell you. Hell no, she ain't no angel. I'm telling you, people read the book apparently from back to front and turn it upside down and try to read it or something. I don't know. Because it's too obvious. So our money will come quicker. Yeah. We've tried everything. Uh, let's see. They've tried to send it through. I mean, probably like 4 or 5 times already since the 20th. That is. Um, and every time they would just send it back to sender. Um, so I'm glad we remembered her card because, like I said, I just don't believe that they can uh, not do it now that uh, her card is registered in her name. Um, and even if uh, taxes come in the mail or whatever, they're still going to be getting in touch with them to put in the new info. And that because she'll have to take a picture of the front of it and take a picture of the back of it. I had to do the same thing, and then they can do it however they want to do it. But her work weeks checks they should drop automatically. Um, but I'm figuring after 24 hours or, like I said, Wednesday at the latest because that's when they get paid anyway. Um, if her boss wants to be pissy pants and you know not pull up his huggies, that's his problem. Um, but I can guarantee you, if she was to leave from up there's I know one other person would leave too, and they wouldn't have the same hearties as they got now.
No.
Uh,
I know several people that's already looking for different jobs up there. If I leave, I bet half that crew's leaving with me.
well, I know Raymond would automatically.
Leah would, Raymond, Leah, Autumn. Those three are the best ones there.
And they don't want to lose you. You know,
Trust me.
you
They don't want me to leave because I'll take every one of the best ones with me.
they tell all the time that Christina's the most constant worker in there. When there's not very much to do, she'll find something if it ain't nothing but just wiping down walls or remopping floors or whatever.
That actually reminds me too. Because the other day, Emily was telling me not to be rude or mean to Colton. And don't be acting like a manager. All I told him was to go get me a box of fries.
Well, you should have said, well, then, all right, you want to talk like that? You go get me the box of fries.
I told him to go stop talking to those
Tell
people and go get me a box of fries, please. I'm working the headset and the window. Least you can do is go get me a box of fries. That wasn't being rude. That was me asking him to do his job.
All you got to do is say a few words. Kiss my ass. You go get them for me. Like I said, don't let nobody walk over you.
And I even told the manager too, like he's just sitting standing there talking, he ain't doing his job.
No, everybody's finally got theirs. Hers was just because of this flag deal, I think.
Yeah.
But you know, and everything should be good until it's time for her to order a new cash app. You know, I think it run 4 years or something. I don't know what it is. But everybody will know it when we get it, because we'll probably be on the news for turning the most backflips in the first 20 minutes. So we'll be aired all over the nation, I guess. Yes, it's terrible. But you know, all the worry in the world I do ain't gonna change a daggone thing. And you know, I've turned it over to the Lord. But there's still being human don't stop me from worrying. But I know He'll take care of it. And I believe He'll work it in a manner to where we won't have to lose our home, lose our truck. About all I can do with my check is the rent, the truck, um, well, part of the truck. Uh, Alice helps us with it. Uh, and then I pay the power bill, and she usually has just water bill, internet, and uh, truck insurance. And with her not getting paid in 3 weeks, is about killed us. Thank you, Reese. You want to see them backflips? You can. You'll be able to watch it, and then just uh, tune into channel Fox 54, and you'll probably see us both laying up there at the hospital where we broke every bone in our body and getting questioned by the nut jobs that want to know why we went berserk. Uh, Daggone it. I don't know. It's just so funniest videos. Yeah. Uh, I know it's off off topic and everything, but I remember a guy one time. He was cutting up with everybody, and he he was his daddy was asking him, uh, did he how did he get two black eyes? And he stuttered a little bit, you know. He said, at church. His daddy said, well, how in the world did you get your eyes black to church? He said there was a woman stood up in front of me, and her skirt was stuck stuck in her crack. He said, so? He said, I just reached in there and pulled it out, and she hit me. He said, well, what'd you do then? I put it back in. It's hit me in the other eye. He said, son, you need to change churches. You need to get right. He said, your brain is just floating in there on some milk or something. So I mean, it ain't connecting. You're not love. Right. Dodge Ram 1500. Yeah. Uh, that reminds me, uh, Reese, um, that Tina commented uh, and said that uh, now she's got two or three brothers, um, and one, you know, that comes on here, John. Well, she said that John passed away last week, and I don't know if there's any other like Johns or whatever. That's the only one I know of. He's bad diabetic and everything else, and he didn't have insurance either. So she's having to pay for his funeral. Um, she says she might could next month, whatever. Um, I just now remembered that. So I hate hearing that. And I'm sorry for your loss too, love. I tell you what, you know, a lot of us, you know, have a hey Lynn, have a hard road of life. Um, you know, some of us ain't born with a silver spoon, you know. Yeah, most definitely do that. Uh, you know, that's like Hope, Alice's friend that passed away here a while back. You know, she's come through many a time speaking. Uh, Mine had a hole plumb through it, apparently. Mammy. All my stuff run right straight down. Dang it. Well, I lost Daddy back in 2009. Lost my grandma 2011. Lost some mother 2004. Lost Larry. Lost an aunt a couple months ago. He did. He really did fight it. Um, but they would keep him for a little while, and then they'd send him out, and half the time he didn't know where to go. I think a lot of his time he would find one of them bus stops and kind of wedge in there. He was in a wheelchair. um, everybody's got something going on. Even even if you don't see it ahead of time coming, it'll come. But, you know, we're the ones that still here having to deal with it and go through our trials and tribulations. And now, our past loved ones, they ain't got a thing in the world to worry about anymore till the Lord comes back. But I pray He forgives me for all the bad I've ever done. About all my life, I had to wise up pretty quick. Had to put away selfish things and childish ways. Started in 75. Never stopped. Dad, sister, grandfather, uncle, grandmother, sister, brother David, and then my brother Joe, now my two nieces. I heard that name the other day twice, back to back. Yeah, every year. Uh, he had Tina and uh, another brother or two. Um, I think she left and went up into South Carolina or North Carolina or something like that. And I don't know if she took him with her or what. I don't know. Um, well, I heard it called back to back the other day, JoJo. Um, yeah, sorry for your loss. Uh, yes, you going to sleep? You playing your game?
I'm watching TikTok.
mm, yes. So I don't know of anybody that ain't going through something. uh, that reminds me, Mammy, when I was doing your hey, how you doing? Uh, when I was doing your session, I heard something other about a wreck. Who was that in your family that had a car wreck? I have no idea either, but whoever it was trying to help her speak. Uh, yeah, it just rung out to me when I noticed you typed that in, JoJo. It dawned on me then. Yeah, I remember that. About 3 or 4 days ago, probably. 13 on 8 likes. The ones that are sitting in the back, at least hit the like button there, young. Who knows? One of these days you might want to hear from a loved one. And two again, Mimi, like I said, look over me because I'm so damn stressed out. You know what I'm saying? I know I rushed it, but once we see that we can get things, you lost a good friend to a car accident. Bless you, love. When things get better, I'll do it again. And we may find out that who, somebody was trying, and it was a male voice, um, trying to help her speak. Rhonda, well, that may be who she's talking about now. Yeah, and Lynn lost a mother-in-law a week ago. I can't remember, man, Gene, tell you the truth. I don't remember if it was male or female. I would have to listen back at it again. That's why I'm telling y'all. I'm so stressed the hell out, guys. You know, I like. That's why I'm coming on here and trying to talk more than I am, you know, doing everything else, trying to run my mind both directions. Uh, Try to keep my mind off things so much, you know. 1409 likes. Come on, guys. Um, like I said, the ones that are sitting in the back watching, at least hit the like button. You wouldn't be here this long if you didn't like the content. Yeah. Well, I've been almost to this. Well, I've been past this point before. It wasn't good for me or nobody else, and I don't want to get back in no depressed state again. That one like to got me. Um, Another thing too, while you're on here, Reese, you know I've spoke on this for years that spirits can hear our thoughts and feel our emotions. If we're up, they're up. If we're down, they're down. The other day, I rode to the cemetery and just kind of stopped there about where Mother and them's at, right in there. And really, before I had time to say much of anything, my grandmother was already telling me, don't worry about it. And then I heard mother talking about stressed. Um, and Larry, when I got back at night, was doing something. I don't remember who it was. Heard a male voice come through, and somebody flicked my dadgum ear. And I know exactly who that was. Larry had some big old ears. We'd tell him all the time, don't get out in no windstorm because you'll fly away like Dumbo. And after after he did that before the end of the show, he said, just doing it to have fun. I know what he was. That just go to show you right there that they can hear and they can feel everything we feel. Where are you going? Going to bed? I think this is almost about in the bed now. She can keep her eyes open. Larry, let the girl sleep. She's nearby there.
What's going on?
Slow down. Who did you tell not to talk, Summer? Husband has Thursday on surgery on Thursday. Everybody keep many thoughts. Mimi, Mimi says hello, Summer and Rose, with hearts. Go get in the bed. Go get in the bed. Someone just said, hey, Lynn. Yeah, somebody just said, hey, Lynn. You did. Hello. If there's anybody that you see here in the chat, if they're loving to you, talk to them. Huh? Christy, no, she's not on. Risa. Aubrey. Jesse. I don't know no Jesse. Pruitt is nice. Rose said, "You're staying in here because of me."
See? Even they know.
You just have faith behind all the prayers, Kathy, and everything go fine. Nothing for you to worry about. Your Lord done took care of it. Pamela says, "Hi, Reggie. Your dad got a new truck today. Dodge Ram 1500, fully loaded. We love you and miss you every day." Reggie from Pamela Bird. Welcome. And remember the key word, faith. Snort Post says, "Hi, Mom. I missed you on your birthday." Hello. Sabina says, "Hear you, sweet summer," with hearts. Sue Withlow, 1728. Dad, P, has birthday March 24th. Bless you. Thank you for being here. If you like our content, uh, we'd greatly appreciate a subscribe and hit the like button. Don't know if sometimes you've been sitting in the back a little bit watching, but you hear long enough, you'll end up hearing from a loved one. Usually after we kind of get to know somebody, and you did, good deal. Make sure that the person that we're calling out to knows who it is that's wanting it to be called out. Some people go by a stage name or something like that, and sometimes they don't know who it is, But you hang around long enough, and you'll hear it. Anybody want to play with the meter tonight? What? If anybody wants to touch the meter, feel free. All you gotta do is touch it. Get close to it. Yeah, either one of you. Use it and build some energy. Somebody said hi, Rose, and Rose said hi back. If anybody wants to, there you go. At least bump it a little bit so we know you're interested. I can't understand that when you linger it on like that. Hey, John. How you doing, love? Johnny, we got a new one in here. Sue Withlow, 1728. Hold on a minute. Sue Withlow, I love you. She's fun. Mammy Jean says, Summer, if you're my sunshine, make it red. You want to play with it, Summer? Who's happy? Happy's always good. You ready to play it, ain't you?
No.
Good night, Patricia. Thank you for being here, though. Pamela says, hi, sweet Summer and Rose. We love you all with hearts and roses. Good night, love.
I ain't going to sleep.
Oh.
I just got to pee.
Oh. Summer, can you bump the meter?
I guess. Wait. Guys.
A surgeon. I don't know what Christy you're talking about, but you said either I blamed Christy for my death or I didn't blame Christy for my death. Don't talk under your voice now. Here. Speak out. If there's anybody want to play with the meter, yeah, the meter. If anybody wants to fool around with the meter, now's the time to do it. Like I said, all you gotta do is get close to it or touch it, grab it, whatever. The more you hold steady around it, the higher it is. It's on light green now. You can move it to dark green, yellow, orange, and red. I think Risa done laid down. Johnny with yellow hearts. Yep. Y'all better get playing with it now. I don't waste no more battery than I have to. Some days I can turn it on and you couldn't get them to touch it with a 10-foot pole. And there's days that they can't keep their hands off of it. No good. That's right. It's up there for a reason. I like doing yes or no questions to certain colors. Monica from Michigan. Monica from Michigan.
To make it cry.
Was she only 10? I understand you really miss her. Was she only 10 years of age? We'll get into that in a minute. Answer the question. Was she 10 years of age? Did you say yes? Did this happen to her on her birthday? Might want to throw up some caution tape. This meter here is easy. All you got to do is get your hand close to it or lay your finger on it to light it up. You can use it for, we can pick a certain color for yes, certain color for no. Because now you're going to have to use a lot of energy answering some of these questions. Did this child lose her life on her birthday? Was this child dismembered? I asked you a question. Did she get drugged? Did she get dragged to the bathroom? No, she wasn't 11. She was 10-year-old. Quit trying to throw it off. There was a guy and a woman that dismembered that shush that dismembered this child. This child was sexually molested I know she was. Yeah, I could see. On her birthday, that's right. And before that took place, you 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 claimed that she was having a seizure. That was no seizure. No, it wasn't. It's because she got in to your meth bag. Don't tell me a little. They found it in her system. Don't tell me a damn thing. I done seen it. Right on the outskirts there of Canton or something. Canton or something such that. Hey, Judy. Right by your house. I thought you lived in Arizona. Oh, where you used to live. It was this girl's 10th birthday. I know that. But the deal was, shush. The deal was, everybody was messed up. He went in and molested the child. Somehow or another, she ingested a lot of that meth. That was no seizure. That was her dying. A blanket. About Something about a blanket. Upstairs. Upstairs. Another thing about the situation is that they laid her back on the bed as though as she was asleep. A lot of blood in the kitchen. I think they were. Let's see. There was some incest going on in that situation. Um, the guy was cousin to the girl, an older girl. I don't understand the part of her having that much meth in her system. Unless when they were asleep and maybe she wanted to smell it and it just went straight up in her nose and her lungs and everywhere else. But what they were calling a seizure, it was just her body shutting down. It would have busted her heart wide open. Apartments. Yeah. This place here used to be called Meth Mountain. They about shut them all down now. Well, I guess the little girl needed her story told. just kind of visualize that in your mind. Mm. 10-year-old, your birthday. It is here too. Get raped. I believe somebody shot her up with meth. I don't think I don't think she would have did that by herself. I think one of them shot her up her first time and just way too much. After she done been raped, killed by meth, they freaked, they panicked. There was a argument between two uh, adults. One of them was using something to hit that other one with. Um, the iron, clothing iron. The guy tried to break it up, but him and that other girl, not his cousin, the girl's mom, and him cut her up and put her in bags. If stuff like that don't touch your heart, you ain't got one. When I hear bad things like this or pick up on things that's bad, I've got 3 girls. They're grown now, but if you got children of your own, the first thought would be, what if that would have been my daughter, or something. Very, very few. No, Narcan won't work. Narcan also won't work on somas either. He did. Summer, this little girl wants to speak. Let her speak. Incest. I know, Rose. Bad. Yeah, I mean, I'm saying, Summer can help her, but yeah, Summer can help her, but try to let this child tell her own thing. They had a what? A saw? It's yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm mm, I'm tired of hearing that. See, that's exactly one reason why I don't like just doing only paranormal. And I've never been the type of person to know how to really express anything the best way, to tell it. Because people then just say that I talk hateful, but it ain't that I'm talking hateful, it's just a way of talking. But when it comes to a child, and it starts getting into detail like that one last night or night before the last one, and then this, I know where they're going with that. Talking about a power saw and stuff. I don't want to hear that mess. I'm stressed the hell out enough. I would. That's why we want to do some things and we can get leveled out here. We're going to be so busy going and doing videos here and there. It's going to be crazy. I, it just gets under my skin, and that's it. It's uncalled for. There's no excuse for it. There's no reason on this earth that a man or woman, and yes, I'm saying both, to take advantage of a child in any way, physically or sexually or however. There's no excuse in it. Hey, too many women running around out here that do for nothing. Same way for a woman. But this is sickening. I'll be so glad we can start getting out this damn house. Yeah, and I've spoke on this 1,000 times before too. I don't mind helping any child to tell their story. But you guys, you get to see TV, tablet, cell phone, whatever. Um, but then I get stuck with the dead energy. Sometimes it can take days, a week, sometimes to push off. Just as well as they can feel our emotions, I can feel them. And it's hard to bear. And sometimes enough's enough, you know. Change it up a little bit, do something, fun for us or something other. Do something to change it up for a day or two. Because, like I said, right now, I'm not riding ahead no daggone way. And I say that honestly. And, yeah, these poor children in this sick world. Um, and two, we can't get around to every child around this world. We can't do it. You know, um, and back, I guess probably 3.5 years ago, I guess maybe 4. I downloaded a translation uh, app on one of my phones, and someone wanted me to reach out uh, to a girl. I was 19, and I wasn't thinking, I was like, okay, we'll try it. And then he said, uh, it's going to be 2 girls. I was like, wait a minute, that wasn't the deal. He said, well, it's 2. I said, well, all right. And the guy was from here, you know, and the day I was going to do a session, he called me and he said, I forgot to tell you, but these are Oriental teens. I was listening. I can't do that language stuff over there. I don't understand what you're talking about. And he had me download that app. And it worked. And I had him on video call while I was sitting here doing it, just to make sure I was doing it right with that thing. One got killed in an elevator. It wasn't working right. And she was, they was probably a 2-foot gap because the elevator kind of got, and as she was getting out, it come down and caught her about halfway, like right under the ribs, just kind of pinched her right there. Uh, And then the other one, uh, horrible. She was waiting for the train. She was up in New York, and I guess that's what they call the subway train or whatever it was. Well, when it come through, she jumped under it. And I hate hearing stuff like this. They are a 100% more suicides and deaths over in any part of Asia. China, Beijing, Japan, Okinawa, wherever. 100 times more than around here in the United States. And that kind of broke me from that. I didn't like hearing it because you could hear her take her last breath. And the thing of it is he showed me the clips of when it was taking place. Somebody took a photo or a video of it. It was like 10, 12 seconds on each one. And you could hear her last breath get pushed out of her. And then the only thing you could hear with the train was the people that were standing on the dock screaming. And I guess that's why I like the Huff, because we've heard a lot of people from the UK, from Ireland, places like that. It opens up to a wide range of different places. And you can actually hear the accents, and then they also talk a lot about in their era time. And I love that. I love it. But sometimes people will sneak in something on me like that. And that, like I just said, I can feel how they felt the moment that they passed. I have to live that, hold that in until they move on. So yes, Lord, yes, I am wanting to do videos also that is just not paranormal. Like I said, we can put paranormal in anywhere, no matter where I'm at. I that some of them are some of the worst, as far as them speaking and me watching them as they're losing their lives. That just, mess with me. Um, and then there's times that we can start and we think we're going to get serious and this and that, Next thing you know, it turns out to be a comedy show. Back, I think it was when I very first started YouTube. I think it was so about 5 or 6 years ago, something like that. Most definitely, most definitely. I need to do something. Well, I'd mar up knee deep back there now, much as it rained here. You'll see that video that I made earlier. Man, I was hitting like tidal waves out there. Uh, I'd like to uh, go to some places and film and just, have days out, not piled up in the house. Uh, that's why we got the tires for, so we could do this. That's me. When I'm fishing, I'm at peace. I can collect my thoughts, and something bites, I get happy. Um, this is no easy task for me, and I've even said it to you guys. Some of the best YouTube moments that I have ever experienced is days that we come on here and just cut up and carry on with one another and just push all the bad stuff to the side, because we know as soon as we turn it on, we're going to start hearing some bad stuff every once in a while. And I mean, very far in between. We don't hear anything from a person that we're calling out to. And that's the best thing we can have. But so far, we've not got lucky with that this year. And I'm trying to explain this. Like I said, I'm not the best of knowing how to explain it. But when there's days that I come on and I just ain't fit for the paranormal, I mean, we can chit chat, talk, whatever, come up with a couple that we want to reach out to, get out some questions that y'all want, and, just anything but having to hear negative junk for a day or so, you know. And now, even though I'm stressed the hell out, being here with you guys, you don't know how much that helps. It's just a different feeling from the time I hit go live to the time I hit end. And if I could, and we were all where we didn't get stoved up, I'd stay on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, as far as I care. But we can't. And during them times that need a little break, would be nice to be able to go somewhere, go live. I mean, all right, say if we want to do something paranormal, we go to some underground military bunkers, do paranormal. video live feed from in there. Um, go in, just whatever we do, we can go live together and we can all see it in real time together. And that's what I'm wanting to do. I don't want this paranormal to just burn me out. I want us to have more us time. And no matter what we're doing, where we go, yeah, uh, it will be us in real time together. And we'll have her with her headband thing on, so we'll have an extra video to go with that. Uh, yeah, I've been doing her as well. Uh, Johnny. Uh, the other day when I first turned it on, I mean, I didn't say a word. I mean, the moment I turned it on, said, for the death of Nancy, it's a family secret. I know they killed Nancy. And I asked, did she think that, did she ever have an idea that any of them would try something like that? And she said, to kill me? Yes. And then the son-in-law dropped her off at 9:45. Um, and then says sometimes he comes in, and that's a little weird. Something about within a 45-minute situation, was taken from home, was scared, uh, dead. Um, I mean, we've been staying at it. One minute somebody will say, "Yeah, they have," and then one minute they'll say something like, "Well, like for one, they started talking about they had found her in a pond, not too far from her home." Stuff like that. And then, then they'll say, uh, you know, the remains of Nancy Guthrie, and then you listen to anything else, and it's just like before with any of the rest of them. It's like cat chasing its tail. That's what I heard too, Lynn. I I think that they are telling half truths. Yeah, and I don't like that crap. And somebody mentioned that to me here a while back, and we shut them down pretty daggum quick. We can't tell a spirit what to damn say. All we can do is jot down what they say. But I listen to not just what they say, but how they say it. And some of them, sound surreal, that we try to picture that, in our mind. Okay, in a day or two, then we'll know what's going on. But yeah, tabloids, um, like TMZ, and they're all lies. You cannot listen and believe tabloids and just think that's the way it is, because it's not. Do I know that Nancy is deceased? Yes, I do. Do I know where they found her? No, I don't. But it's a fact that if I hear from someone, then it's too late. And I've done this for so many years. If we don't hear anything said about the person we're calling out to, then we know that they're still alive. Matter of fact, we did a little boy that way, what, month two ago. Uh, yeah, a little boy was found halfway in the water and halfway out, and the night that we did, yeah, the night that we did the session, I said this out loud, and I know authorities and everybody else can listen to this. The ones that don't want to turn a deaf ear and just pop in and listen and see what's being said about it. Um, anyway, at the time that we're doing the session, and even um, even that night, he was still with us. And I told everybody, I said, if you wait till morning, if you wait another day, it's going to be too late. So Sabina sent me a thing and said that they had found him this morning, and he was halfway on the bank and halfway in the water. Yeah, I think I'm gonna jump off here too. I think she's wanting to crash out. Um, yeah, uh, we get up tomorrow. I'll go live and try to do coffee with JD. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. Miss Sue, thank you for the subscribe. I love every one of you. See you tomorrow.
Sweet dreams.